Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the one-handed mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we have here a John Deere D105 auto, and I'm going to show you, in my opinion, how to start and operate it. So the first thing you want to do when you get your machine is check the oil. We have a 17.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton single cylinder engine. Check the oil here, and you're just going to take a half a turn or quarter turn, pull it out. Now this was just serviced, so it's going to be very, very clean oil. So what you want to see is right between those two dots right there, push it in, half turn, bring it back out again. Make sure you wipe it off. Now this one here is right on the mark. Okay, you just want to make sure that you're between the two dots. We have your battery here, and I'd highly recommend, if you do need to get a battery, stay above 250 cold cranking amps when you buy a new battery. I sell batteries that are 300 cold cranking amps. A lot of the John Deere's in the past, they've sold you with a very cheap and expensive battery to keep the price down. So when you do upgrade your battery, if you ever do need one, make sure it's 250 cold cranking amps or above, and you'll be good to go. Okay, since we're on the right side, I'm going to show you that this is the forward pedal right here, and it's also your reverse pedal. It's both. This is what they call a variable speed transmission. So the gentleman here had this is his rig up to hold the chute up, but just to show you here with the two-speed transmission, it's basically a forward and a reverse, okay? So you have this is your PTO, your blade engagement handle right here. You just throw it in right there. It's on, this is off. They do have a nice hour meter. It is 197 on this one here. It's a nice hour meter for maintenance reasons. You have your ignition key here, and you have basically, it's stop. You turn it on, your headlights should be on right here. Now when you do start it up and run it, if you want your headlights to be on, because what you're going to do is, to start the engine, you're going to go over to this spot here, which is the on position, and as you can see, the headlights are not on. So when you crank it and start it up, which is the crank position here, and it's going to come back to the on position here, you're not going to have headlights. So if you do want the headlights to turn on, you just have to turn your key back one notch and the headlights will come on. It does have an adjuster right here, so you can adjust the seat. Just pull up on the handle, let go, locks it in, pull up on the handle, let go, locks it in. Lift the seat up. As you can see, it just has different positions right here for your seat adjuster right there. This is the gas tank right here. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this gas tank and go, geez, there's something wrong with the gas tank, it's floating around. Well, if you come around to the front here, right here is the gas gauge, and it goes by weight on the gas tank. So if I lift up on the gas tank, now it's showing a full reading for the gas tank. So what I'm going to do is lift up on the gas tank. So when I lift up, as you can see, it's going to the down position. So what I did was I just lifted up on this. It's basically spring loaded. And when you get to be low on gas, this thing is very wobbly, but trust me, it's normal. That's just the way they made them. All right, so that's the gas tank. We have your adjuster for your deck height here, up and down. So you're basically just going to get into your grass, and then you're just going to raise this up or down and just put it where you like it, okay? So that's all that does. Then we have your brake here, emergency brake handle here. So when you start the machine up, you have to have your brake on, and I always recommend, well, when you get off your machine, if you push the brake pedal in hard, lift up on this, and then let go of the brake pedal, that locks in your brake, your emergency brake. And then before you start it, obviously it's already down. I just recommend, start it. You can either do it manually with your foot down, or you can lock it in like this. But you can also, once it's locked in right here, and you do not have the blade engaged, you can also get off the machine while it's running, as long as your blade's not engaged if the emergency brake is on. So I'm going to leave that on just to start it. You have your throttle here. Okay, you have slow, fast. Now you'll feel a little indent right there. That means you're up at fast speed. So it says choke right here. So this little space right here is the indent. All right, so that's fast. That's where you want to cut. But when you start it up, you're going to have it all the way up on choke. Now, as soon as I start it, I usually bring it down slow speed just to let it warm up. Okay, so that's pretty much how you start it. Now, I could get off the machine because the brake is on. If you need to go do something right now, as long as the blades are not engaged, you're good to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to release the parking brake, push it in, let down, let go. Now we are in neutral. Now we are in neutral right here, okay? So you push the brake back in again, and then you put it into forward, Now, if you let go of the brake, it's not going anywhere. You have to push the pedal forward, let go, put it in neutral, back to reverse, hit the pedal and that's reverse, forward, okay, so this little yellow button right here is the reverse lockout, and I want to go outside and show you how to use this. It's pretty straightforward. You can cut and reverse as long as you have this pushed in and then you let go of it. You don't have to hold it in, but I'll show you that in a minute. So let's go down and take it outside. Okay, another thing I wanted to point out, this is a 2-speed gear transmission, but if it's in neutral right now and the brake is off, you should be able to push it, but guess what? You cannot push it. So what you have to do is, when you're ready to push your machine, right here is the lever in the back. Now, if anybody delivers this machine to you and you wonder why you put it in gear and it won't go forward or backward, check to make sure that it's not out. If it's out, now right now, we should be able to push the machine. You pull this out, let's go ahead and see if we push it. You know, so you can push the machine real easy, and it's in neutral, and that's the way it should be. But before you go to move the machine with the pedal, push this in. Now it's going to lock it. Even though it's in neutral, it's now locked. The transmission is ready to go. We're going to go outside right now and show you how to cut and reverse. Okay, so I'm outside and we're going to show you how to actually cut and reverse. So you want to go ahead and start it. So brake in, all the way up on choke, down for choke. Now I'm not going to run it at full speed, but you have to engage the mower deck. Engage the mower deck. Okay, so to cut and reverse, you have to push this button in right here. So you're gonna hold the button in, go ahead and put it in reverse, go backward, now let go. Now you should be able to cut and reverse. Now if you go forward again, and then try to go backward without pushing that button in, it shuts down. So when I put this in reverse, without the button in, it shuts down. Okay, so then you push the button in, which I just did. Now it's in reverse, and now I can go backwards and let go of the button. So that's pretty much it. And again, this is a variable speed transmission, and so when you put it into the forward gear and you hit the pedal, the more you push the pedal, the faster it will go. It's a variator, so when you let go of the pedal, it slows the speed down. It's different than a hydrostatic transmission, so don't think you have a hydrostatic transmission. You do not. You have a 2-speed variable speed transmission. So that's pretty much it for how to start and operate a D105 lawn tractor. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.